At Coach's Spring 2018 show during New York Fashion Week, Stuart Vevers dropped two pretty major bombshells. First, he collaborated with Keith Haring's estate to incorporate the artist's signature illustrations into his latest collection, which was presented as an homage to the city he now calls home. Second, the brand will be reissuing an archival handbag that's been out of stock since the 70s, and, surprise, it's out right now. Coach fanatics will recognize the Rural Free Delivery (RFD) mailbox bag from Bonnie Cashin's first collection for the brand, in 1972. Though the company has been around since 1941, it didn't have a formal creative director until Cashin came on. We released the bags that Bonnie designed under the collection Cashin carries, a play on her name. Jed Winokur, Coach's archive director, tells Glamour. In the early 1970s, Coach was making the majority of our bags out of gloved and cowhide, and we just started to put our Coach hang tag on all of our bags. This silhouette was inspired by the mailboxes often seen in the countryside, says Winokur. Its defining features are two kiss lock pockets on each end which function like a mailbox store, which come back in the Veversified version. The original Cashin style was only sold until 1973. Its new iteration might prove to be just as elusive. Coach is only releasing 300 of them, starting today, online and at its New York flagship on Prince Street. It comes in 5 different colors, and retails for $6.95. Though the shape remains largely the same, Vevers incorporated some timely elements from his Spring 2018 collection, such as the Prairie hardware and, of course, the Keith Haring graphics, the British designer tells us backstage. I spend a lot of time talking to people who knew Haring, people who knew him socially or who worked with him, so that I could try and understand how I could do a true homage to his legacy, Vevers says of the artwork that appeared all over his new ready-to-wear collections and that is featured on the tags of the new mailbox bag. I felt that it was important that we came together, that it was a combination of the world of Coach and the world of Haring. That's why I think the bag is a really good example, because it's two very different worlds coming together. The original version of that bag could have been walking past Keith Haring when he was working on the subway. Imagine someone carrying the bag had stopped him and said, "Draw my bag, I mean, it could have happened." He did that with a lot of biker jackets. When it comes to using Coach's extensive history as inspiration, Vevers explains that he's always going back to the archive, though he's found himself referencing it more often as of late. I always said when I joined that I glanced at the archive and then looked away to look forward. I think now, I've established like a new direction, a new future for Coach. So now I find that I can go back and just enjoy it more. Fresh off a CFDA award win for Accessory Designer of the Year, Vevers says he finds it really hard to look too far into the future when it comes to how his vision for the brand is evolving. I just presented our spring collection, and next week I'll be starting our fall. I do feel, having established a clear direction for Coach and identity and character for the girl and guy, it's an opportunity now to explore Coach's heritage from a different place than when I first joined. See all the new and improved Coach mailbox bags below. Related stories: Gigi Hadid lost a shoe on the Anna Sui runway, still struts better than most.